Hey, it's Molly here, and today I'm excited to just chat with you and share a little bit about myself. As you know, I interview people and I share those videos with you on Mondays, and I have had so much fun talking with some amazing women. Women just like me, women just like you, who are living their passion. They're doing something that truly lights them up, something that they love, and they're designing their own life. And so I've had so much fun doing that, but I've had questions from people saying like, we want to get to know you. So today it's kind of like a get to know Molly video. So I'm excited to share a bit of my story and give some advice to you of things that I have learned over the years. So where do I even get started? I don't really want to tell you how old I am, but maybe like 42 years ago I was born. And I was born in Huntington Beach, California, and that is actually where I live today, which is so weird because we'll drive by the hospital I was born at, and every time we drive by it, I say, that's where I was born. And my husband's like, I know, you tell me that every time we drive by there. I'm like, but it's so weird to be living in the city that I was born in. You know what I mean? I don't know if you can relate with that, but it kind of trips me out sometimes. So we absolutely love Huntington Beach, and so this is where we will be forever probably. But let's see, so 1973, I was born, and I am one of 9 kids. Yes, my parents had 9 children. There were 11 people in my house. Is that insane? It was like a party every single day. And I was lucky number 7, so I have 4 sisters and 4 brothers. And, you know, we grew up with not a lot of money, but we grew up with a ton of love. Like, I never felt like I was lacking. And it was weird because when I look back as an adult, I'm like, wait, I wore all of my sister's clothes. I got like 1 new pair of shoes, you know, for the school year. Yet I was always fed. I was always given hugs and love, and we just had the best time. My parents were amazing. My mom is like a saint, I swear to God. So amazing, but you know, we grew up with a crazy household, and it was really fun. And the thing that we were always told was to just be ourselves and to always have a positive attitude. And I take that now, and when people ask me like why I'm so joyful or why I'm always so happy, and I just think that's how I was raised. And so it's weird how if you make a choice in your life, even as a little kid, it can really affect the way you are today. So yes, I'm one of 9 kids, which is crazy. I'm married to my high school sweetheart, which is so romantic, right? And kind of weird and funny at the same time. So my husband is Kevin. We are going on 20 years being married this year. And we both went away to college, different colleges and all that. And I got my degree in sociology. And right away, God decided that we were gonna start a family, like literally right after I went to college. So I graduated, and 8 months later, she was premature, my daughter Kaylee was born. And oh my gosh, it's just been so much fun. And when Kevin and I talked about having a family, we always knew that I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. His mom stayed home with him, and my mom did her best to stay home most of the time with us. And I just knew that that's what I wanted. Was it a struggle financially? Oh my goodness, yes. Like, we lived in a tiny studio apartment with our daughter when she was little. And times were tough. We ran up a bunch of credit card bills, but I really wanted to stay true to our priorities, and that was to stay home with Kaylee. We also have a son named Logan. So being a mom is so great, but when Kaylee was about 7 and Logan was 2, I remember feeling like I had lost a sense of myself. So if you're a mom and you're feeling what I'm saying right here, it's hard to explain, but it's also easy to explain at the same time. Totally, my heart was so full, staying home with, being a mom, staying home with my kids and everything that they bless me with every day. But I kind of felt like, is this all of me? Is this what defines me? And I just I was mom and I was wife, but I wasn't Molly. And so that was kind of weird for me. And it was a really weird transition. And at the same time, I put on some weight because I was home feeding the kids, and when they were having peanut butter and jelly, I was having peanut butter and jelly. When I was making chocolate chip cookies and gave them one, I'd have 3. And so I wasn't very active, and I just kind of got stuck in a rut. And at the same time, we had moved to a new town, and I didn't have that many friends living there. I'd moved away from my family too, so I kind of fell into, I guess, sort of like I was depressed. And I remember one day my husband came home and he said, "Hey, babe, I got you a gym membership." And I was like, "Excuse me, are you saying I'm fat?" And I was like, seriously, like, what are you saying? And he said, "No, I think it'll be really fun for you. You can get a break from the kids, put them in the childcare. You know, Kaylee will be at school. You can bring Logan to childcare, and you can go and just take some classes and see what you think. I think it'll help your energy. I think it'll help your mood. So I don't know if you're a fitness lover or if you've had this experience before, but it's like I walked into the gym, took this class, and there were just chills on my arms, and I knew that that was just the class that spoke to me. That was like, this is gonna change my life. And it was actually called Turbo Kick, so that was my soulmate workout. And not only did that class help me build my confidence and help me lose weight, but I made some of the best friends of my life. And it really got Molly back. My family, my friends, my kids, my husband, they all noticed that I was just like a happier person. And so what I learned from that is when we take care of ourselves, we are going to be so much better for everybody. You know, before I found the gym, before I decided to get fit, I really just made everyone else a priority when if I just gave myself a little bit of love, I would be so much better. And so I decided to become an instructor. I mean, why not get paid to work out, right? And so I did that. I taught fitness classes for years, and that was so awesome. Got in the best shape of my life, and more importantly, once again, I became a better me. And so through all of this, I have discovered that having that motivation inside of us and everything that I learned, I knew I had to share it with people. I knew I had to share it with people. And so coaching others is what I do now, and it is one of the most rewarding things ever. For someone to write to me, text me, email me or something and tell me, Molly, because of you, I didn't give up on myself. Molly, because of you, my life has changed. I'm happier, my marriage is better. I'm off medications. I'm a better mom. I'm a better friend. I'm having so much more fun. I feel more alive. All these different things is where I knew that I had found my purpose. Did I know that that was going to happen going to a fitness class? Heck no. But that's the thing that I have learned, and what I want to share with other people is you never know that the decisions that you make in your life, you never know which ones are going to open up new doors and new opportunities for you. So I always tell people, say yes to life. Please get over your fears and your doubts and just go and try new things. Because if I didn't take my husband's advice, if he didn't have the guts to get me that gym membership and me not to take it personally and just go, I don't even know where I would be today. But I decided, what's happening now in my life when my kids were little and I was stuck in a rut and I was kind of depressed? Right now, my life is not where I want it to be. So I'm going to try something different because I need a change and I want to be happier. I want to be healthier. I want to feel sexier. I want to just be me again. But if I said no to that, I can't even imagine where I'd be. And so it's crazy. This is definitely my passion and my purpose. Molly Motivates, to help encourage you to go and live your awesome life. Like, I don't just want to say it as like a big pie in the sky message, you know, like, go live your awesome life. It's like, seriously, go live your awesome life. It's there for you. You just have to take it. And so that's kind of my story in a nutshell. I can go into a lot more detail, but really it's just been an amazing journey. And one of the things that I have learned the most is working on ourselves, personal development, is really how we grow. And so I do have a couple questions that people sent to me, and they said, how have you, gotten over so many obstacles? And I mean, like, my childhood was kind of crazy. I didn't want to go into that detail, but ups and downs, and even in marriage and things like that. But working on myself, reading, going to seminars, things like that, has really opened up my eyes, opened up my heart, and has taught me so much. So if I could teach you a couple things that I have learned, things that even I have struggled with, I'm going to teach them to you today in this video, just a couple. And then if you continue to follow me, you will learn more about not just my journey, but what I have done so that you can take the things that I have learned and implement them into your own life, because I'm so passionate about helping you. That's what it's all about. That's what Molly Motivates is all about. And so here's a couple questions. Someone said, what about those days that you don't want to work? What do you do? Do you ever have those days where you're like, I know I need to do this, but I just don't want to. I want to sit on the couch and watch Ellen. I used to do that. I used to sit on the couch and watch Ellen. That's before I decided that I needed to make a change. I'm not gonna lie. I love Ellen, but I was a total Ellen junkie. And then I thought, you know what? I could help my family financially. I could help me grow. I have a bigger picture and a bigger vision, and it's not sitting on this couch watching Ellen. So not that there's anything wrong with television, but I had to make a choice. And so if you are faced with the choice of remaining where you are and going and seeing a bigger vision, please take the bigger vision way, because it's amazing what you can do in your life. Because I took the leap and decided to make a change. Like, no joke, we are able to pay for our daughter to go to the school of her choice. We've bought her a car, we go on vacations, we have no bills, and it's just because it was a choice. So I want you to decide what it is that you want in your life, and write it down on paper, share it with people, and then every day, face your fears, ditch them, ditch those doubts, and then take action, because action is key. And then consistently doing what matters. That's what I share with my team all the time. You just have to take action. Another question is, what did I struggle with most when I decided to become my own boss and do what I really loved? Struggling with most is, I think, guilt sometimes as a mom. If I knew I needed to work on my business, or I needed to go to a seminar or go to a retreat or something, I would feel a little bit guilty about leaving my kids. But at the end of the day, I needed to know that me working on this is going to make their lives better. And guess what? They loved that I was finding myself. They loved that I was loving what I do. Like, they honestly would say, Mom, we're so happy that you're starting this business. And it's so cool to go out to the grocery store and someone stops you and says, because of your mom, I've been able to, whatever. But they've witnessed that, and that's just so cool. And I think that being that example to them is worth it. And so never feel guilty about working on you. Never feel guilty about working on your dreams, because you better have dreams. You've got to have dreams. I love this question. It says, what lessons have you learned along the way? And this is such a good question. I've learned a lot of lessons, and one of them is to surround yourself with people who are encouraging and supportive. This is huge. I don't know if you have Debbie Downers in your life, or people who don't have enough confidence in themselves that they just want to drag you down and tell you can't be who you want to be, or you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that, but it's really them. And so I have, I just spent less time with people who weren't on the same path or who wanted to hold me back, and I have embraced the friendships that I knew were good for me. And like they say, you're the average of your 5 closest friends. And so I want to encourage you to spend more time with the people that lift you up, that get you, that want the best for you, and tell you, you know what, you can do anything, rather than the people who are like, yeah, good luck. You don't need those people in your life. They're not going to do anything for you. So that has been a huge lesson for me. Another question here says, why do I like helping to motivate other people? Because we all need a little motivation now and then. I can't do the work for you, but I could cheer you on and tell you that, taking action on your life is so much better than sitting back and watching others do it, or sitting back and waiting for the perfect time, or sitting there and being scared and then just doing nothing, because there's so much for you to do. And I just love to watch people go after it and then succeed, and just, they light up and they're just happier people. I just like to watch people be happy. And even in my life growing up, even there were times where I was like, I should be really unhappy right now, but I just remember counting every single blessing in my life. So I just want to pass that forward to everybody that I know. This is a good one. It says, is getting in front of the camera terrifying? Irene, what do you think? Irene films my videos here. And yeah, getting in front of the camera the first time, you're like, oh my gosh, who do I talk to? What do I do? And really, I'm talking right now to a camera, I'm talking to you. And I literally picture all of the people that I want to help. I have a message to share, and so do you. So if you really want to film videos, you just need to know what your message is. You need to know what you want to talk about. And if it's in your heart, it's just going to come out and you're going to connect with people. So yeah, it was so scary. I will never forget. My first video was terrible. But you just have to practice, and then you get better, just like anything in life. Anything, you just have to practice. So yeah, it's scary at first, but you'll get better. So if that's something that's holding you back, just embrace it and do it again and do it again and do it again, and then you're gonna laugh at yourself that you thought it was scary. So let's see, what mistakes did I make at the beginning? Oh my gosh, I made a ton of mistakes. Are you kidding me? I always tell my team, and I always tell my kids, when you make mistakes, it means that you are trying. It means that you are trying to do something different, because that's how you grow and you learn. And the more mistakes that I make, the better I get. And so who cares? If you mess up, just keep moving on and keep moving forward. That's what I always say. And the last question is, how do I start my day and how do I end my day? This is kind of another one of my favorite questions. So I'm a very outgoing person. I am an extrovert and all of that, but In the morning, I wake up like an hour and a half before everybody else. I do. Well, my animals love that I come downstairs with them, my silly, silly pets. But I come downstairs, make myself a pot of coffee, I do my Bible study, and then I do my reading, my personal development book. And it is quiet time. I mean, my poor husband, he'll come down while I'm having my quiet time. I'm like, hi, what are you doing? And it's just that I need that quiet time to connect with my thoughts and to pray and just center myself, and then I'm good for the rest of the day. And how do I end my day? I always end my day with a heart of gratitude, and I list all the good things that go on in my life. I'm not joking you. I tell people to do this all the time. I'm like, list the 5 things that happened in your day today that you're grateful for. They could be super small. They could be giant and huge. It doesn't matter. But just ending your day just thinking how thankful we are and how blessed we are. That's something that I do. And then I go to bed just with a full heart, and I never go to bed regretting the things that I didn't get done, because what's that going to do, right? You're just not going to sleep at night or anything like that. And of course, I always tell my kids and my husband that I love them. That's how I end my day. And I really just try to make the most of every day. If I don't get stuff done, oh well, I'm going to do my best. And I've learned that from being a mom. You know, we can only do so much, and we try to be superheroes, but I mean, I've always wanted to be Wonder Woman, but I guess that didn't work. Darn it, maybe I just wanted to wear her outfit. Okay, anyway, so that's a little bit about me, and I'm just on a mission to motivate you and everybody that I touch in my life to live their best life, to be their happiest, to count their blessings, to go after their dreams, to get over their fears and doubts. Like, that is the one thing that holds people back. They're doing us no favors. So if you get anything from this talk today, I want you to embrace who you are, what you want to do, ditch the fears, and do it anyway, and do it again and again and again. And as I always reference Nike's video, just do it. So I hope this helped you. I would love to hear from you in comments. Share this with a friend. Be sure to subscribe to Molly Motivates. I have a bunch of awesome interviews coming up, and I don't want you to miss one of them. So go live your best life, and I'll see you on the next video. You can't touch this. I am so bad at dancing. What are these jazz hands? Okay. Spirit fingers.